see you there. My name is Arfid. No wait, my name is Jasmine. No, it's Arfid. So, I'll explain to you why I did the intro like that later. So today I'll be doing a video over my eating disorder called Arfid. You might be like, what the F is Arfid? It's avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. And it's a new diagnosis. So do not downplay it and say, it's not anorexia or bulimia, who cares? That's going to trigger somebody with Arfid. Don't do that. It is a valid eating disorder, and it's on the top 5 list of eating disorders, so let's not. So you might be like, okay, still, what is that? So in normal people words, it's basically picky eater syndrome, or like selective eating disorder. That's what the old name of it used to be. So you know when you're a kid and you're like, ew, I don't like peas because they're too weird, or I don't like carrots because they're too mushy, or blah blah blah. It's like that, but extreme. Like with me, I don't know if I'm gonna turn this into a what's Arfid in my story, but I would put a little bit of my stuff in there and then make a separate video for the entire story. So with me, green foods freak me out, except for broccoli and pears. I've had a traumatic situation with peas, and I just really don't like green foods, so I avoid that. And just stuff like that, like certain things, like the textures, like the way it looks, it bothers me, so I don't eat it. Yeah. So, fact time. So the risk factors. So it says people with autism spectrum conditions are much more likely to develop ARFID as those with ADHD and intellectual disabilities. Fun fact, I have ADHD, so that's fun. Yay! Like, ADHD contributes to so many things, and I don't think people realize that. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, you just have a learning disability. It's much more than that. Like, ADHD is here, and then all the little other issues stem from it. So, be careful. And you might want to ask your parents if you do have ARFID or if you do have another situation like that, like, to get tested for ADHD. I'm not saying that you have ADHD, but just get tested, because some mental health disorders, like, come from ADHD, if that makes sense. So the warning signs and the symptoms. This is fun because we're going back down memory lane for me. So that is 8th and 9th grade for me. And plus, whenever I'm stressed, I do not eat. Like, you know how, like, some people, like, get stressed out and they, like, stress eat. Like, my mom and my grandmother, they stress eat. I just don't eat, like, because I'm so stressed. It's just interest in it at the time. So the behavioral and psychological symptoms are dramatic weight loss, dress in layers to hide weight loss or stay warm, dramatic restrictions in types of amount of food eaten, will only eat certain textures of food, lack of appetite or interest in food, fears of choking or vomiting. That pertains to me. I am terrified of choking because I've choked on many things in my 16 years of being on this planet, and it's just really traumatic, and I really don't want to do that again. So, like, certain textures, like, if it's soft, I will eat it, definitely. But, like, back to the choking thing, I am on, like, 4 medications or whatever. 2 of them are liquid because I cannot swallow pills. Talk about panic attack. That would set me off because it just freaks me out. Like, this one day I was eating candy, and it was like, you know, the little strawberry candies, like with the little green thing at the top. So I was sitting on the couch and I was laying back, and my mom was like, you know, don't lay back while you're eating candy. Yeah, I didn't listen. So I was just going on, you know, sucking on the candy, and then it wasn't in my mouth anymore. So I started to freak the F out. I was like, okay, where to go? So I felt this hard, huge lump go down my throat. I gagged, almost threw up, and started shaking, and I was just like having a full-on freak out sesh. Now you know. No body image disturbance or fear of weight gain. That is not true. Well, it's different for everybody because a lot of people who have Arfid or the doctors there aren't really any doctors that specialize in Arfid. They only know of it, but they don't know how to treat it. But all the doctors are like, oh no, like, it's fine if you don't have any like body image disturbances or whatever. But I have Arfid with anorexic thoughts. You might be like, whoa, no, you're just anorexic. No, I'm not. I am growing to love my body. So far, we're getting there. It's just, I don't feel comfortable with my stomach. And it sounds stupid, but it's true. But I have like bad body image days. Oof, there's an eyelash. Or like days where I'm just not happy with how I look. But yeah, so how my whole eating disorder started. Now I will do the introduction to my eating disorder. Because you may be like, okay, so how did it start? Let me tell you. So if you don't know, there's only a few medications that will help people with ADHD. And that's Adderall, can't remember the other one, and Vyvanse. It's pretty cool, but not. Because Vyvanse worked well for me. Because I went from second grade to failing to getting decent grades with that Vyvanse. Adderall did not work for me at all. But Vyvanse was really, really helpful. But the only bad thing was, it was a lack of appetite. So, they always say that, like, with pills or, like, on commercials. Yeah, possible side effects, death. So I was like, okay, next. But it was true. And I just, like, more and more and more, I just be, like, not hungry. And just, like, no interest in food. My mom was like, okay, something's wrong. So, it just, like, every day, like, so it really got worse. Well, I think it started in 8th grade. I had a friend issue at that time, and we had stopped being friends. So, I'm a really emotional person on top of being a Pisces. If you don't believe in that, sorry, but Pisces are known for being very emotional. So, and that was my only friend that I had at the time. I'll say my best friend. So I took it out on myself. And I would just not eat and just throw away my lunch, or, I'd sit at the table by myself every day. Some people would visit and leave, so I'd just be sitting there, just distracting myself with homework or something. And I thought I could get over it. But 9th grade came and I just stopped eating, and I didn't know why. Like, sometimes I would just skip lunch or, like, go to the library or something, and people were like, oh, why aren't you eating? I'm just like, oh, upset stomach or whatever. Your eating disorder tells you so many lies. It's like that abusive friendship. Like, it's just really toxic. And you can't really escape it until you are actually recovered from it. And why do I say that? Because all eating disorders take over your brain. And it's not stupid or funny or fake. So when your friend is, like, freaking out or just tweaking out or, like, having a glitch, there's something going on. Because most people don't lash out unless there's something going on in here. Because, like, eating disorders can make you tell multiple lies. You lie all the time. Like, it's just not good at all. So when I did my intro, hi, I'm Arfid, and I said, wait, no, I'm Jasmine, your eating disorder kind of takes control of you in general. So this is you, and then this is your eating disorder. So you kind of lose yourself in the process because you're like this. You and your eating disorder are the same. So you kind of don't know who's who, what's what, because it's all just together. Because you think you know who you are, but your eating disorder messes with your brain so much, it changes almost everything. And you're not your original self for a long time until you get treatment. Another thing, I don't know if I said this, but what really started my eating disorder was the Vyvanse, the lack of food, and I had always been thin. So maybe let's say from 12 to 14, I've always weighed 86 pounds, and I was nothing bigger than that. So the thought of gaining weight made me like freak out, and I was like, I can't do this, you know. I don't want to go from from this and then like to overnight to something bigger that I'm not, and that would freak me out. So but I have successfully gained 15 pounds with this whole entire eating disorder situation. My lowest was 82, and I just got weighed the other day, so I'm 103 pounds, or 103.4 pounds. So that's progress. And like, I'm still going. I'm not fully recovered yet. It's gonna take me definitely a while, because I am having mental struggles. Like, I'll be like on this like mental page, and then like my eating disorder will be here, or sometimes it will interfere with my thoughts. But my team of doctors, and it's a whole lot, and it just makes me upset because I want to be able to go to school with no distractions. And like, that's a different video, but like almost every week I have 2 doctor's appointments, or either 3 in 1 week. So I have a nutritionist, my primary care physician, my sleep doctor, I can't remember the name, a behavioral doctor, a psychiatrist, a counselor, and I think that's it. So 6 doctors that I'm like ranging or like switching and rotating to go see, and it's really a lot. So I have to leave school so many times, and then like my record or whatever. And colleges don't care if you're sick. Like, they really don't care. They only care about the money. So I can't be like, hey, I really want to get in your college, but my attendance was bad because I was sick. That's not their problem. That's yours. So yeah. So now let's get to the physical symptoms. Stomach cramps or nonspecific gastrointestinal complaints, difficulties concentrating, dizziness, post-puberty loss, menstrual period. I lost my period for, I want to say 2 years. And this year I fully got it back. I've had 3 consistent periods every month, which is really, really good. It said feeling cold all the time, dryness and brittle nails, dry skin, sleep problems. I have hella sleep problems. My skin is always dry. I'm always cold, and it really bothers me when people touch me and they're like, oh my god, why are you so cold? Are you dead? I'm still breathing. But it's difficult. But I'm here to tell you, you got this. Like, you're beautiful. You're strong, you're intelligent, you're amazing. Like, you watching this right now on the other side of the screen, you are a cool person, you're rad, you know, rock on. Continue doing what you're doing. And if people don't like what you're doing, they can suck it. Because they don't have your life. This is your life. So, I don't know if that was positive or not, but I really tried to post a lot of positive quotes on my Snapchat, and like, just to be in a healthy mindset, because being stuck in a bad one is not good for your physical health, your mental health, anything. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and helped you guys be more aware of the issues that are like people are having, and that there's more than bulimia and anorexia. So I'll do a separate video on a full thing of my story because I only put bits and pieces in here. But yes, and stay wild, stay you, rock this world. Like, do you, boo. Anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.